are the good thing. The lamb's bread are the real thing. I don't know the sympathetic thing.
So from that, this is the first one song with the repaired guitar. So I think you deserve it. I've just come back from racism.
We lamb's bread. It's been a long, long time. It's been a long, long time since I man a burn up I lamb's bread. And for now man a burn up I lamb's bread. I never check if we do no one no wrong. But everywhere I go, I man hear them say, it will make you do this, and it will make you do that. But I man I tell you, at this one I make you do no.
Alright subbies, I'm going to do this one for you. I'm going to try and do it live. I don't know how it's going to sound, but let's just see, okay? Yeah, just want to say a quick thanks for your help and support from subbies 207 to 220. Really appreciate the help that I'm getting. As I said, I have serious problems, not mental problems. I'm beyond that, alright? They throw me out of every nut house you can imagine. Not really, I've not been into any of those. What I'm saying is thank you very much for your support. I'm buzzing. You can see I'm glowing from inside. That's the love that you give me. That makes me alive, and it makes me glow from inside. And it's not a 5-minute thing. So the guy I'm on the tube, as I says to you, you're on the central line, the Indian guy, love you my man, love you, hug and cuddle to you. The Polish guy I met in Wembley, love and cuddles to you man, hugs. And the little children, all the little children that I've met, yo, it's me. Thank you very much for supporting me, and as I say, please watch the videos on the channel to get to know me and how I am and how I think, and you know, maybe it might help you along your way, things to avoid. Or things to follow. Anyway, on that note, let's stop talking, let's go on to the video. This is about racism. What is racism? Racism is a deficiency, it's an illness. It can only be formed by a person that is lacking something. An empty glass will always be jealous of a glass that's full, or a glass that's half empty will always be jealous of a glass that's full. Now if a glass that's full is jealous of anything else, that glass is greedy. It has the same illness, and what it does, it has to make up for it. So it incites certain things. It incites rules, regulations, white privilege, black fools. When they say black fools, what do you mean? Well, we're all killing each other, aren't we? In order for black people to go forward, the first and foremost enemy you've got is a black man at the first security level. Because if you go into all buildings, you'll see how it's been set. You've got to start to wake up. There's a black man at every corner. Ealing, look at Ealing, how many young black Africans especially are now patrolling Ealing. One followed me because I accidentally left a cup on a bus stand, but hey, I'm here and he's not. So know your rights and things. It's not about colour. I remind you, it's not about colour. You've got to find people who are like-minded, people who loves you for who you are. When that person loves you, he actually loves himself. And until you get to that stage, don't start bothered about you calling God blah 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 blah. You've got to learn to love even your enemies, the one that wants to kill you. That way you are free, more freer. There's not such thing as freedom, because it wouldn't have a domain at the end of it, okay? Anyway, let's move on. Racism, what is it? It's an illness, it's a deficiency, it's a lack. When you lack something, you go and you try to conquer something else, country, world, people, whether it's a tube station man, whether it's a police officer, whether it's a school teacher, whether it's your own brother or sister. Racism is an illness and it's not seen by people for what it is. Do you understand? It's put to the forefront, so everything is turned upside down, like the world at this moment. Anyway, moving on. My intro's are long. Ladies, you wouldn't complain if I was making love, would you? No way. Anyway, on that note, speak to you later. Guys, sorry I don't do that stuff, alright? One love. When that happens, I show them there's one sign of myself. You see what he does. He's seen me, he's watching me, they're just
Now the evening has come to a close. This is my last dance with you. Onto the empty streets we go. This is my last chance with you. So I might as well get it over. Cause the things I need to say can't wait until the next day. You're a lady, I'm a man. You're supposed to understand how these things are. Told ya.
Yeah, go on, Wayne. Yeah, we got you, mate. We got you live. Told you, they wait. That's all they've got. They wait for you, yeah, and wait for you to get into it and think, let's fuck it up, because they haven't got no power behind that little box. Let's try again. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. I just know that I just knew when he was going to put the sound. I just knew when he was going to put the sound on. Wait till my middle flow. Got your card. You're a lady. I'm a man. So from that, this is the first song with the repaired guitar. So I think you deserve it. I've just come back from racism. At the tube station, that idiot guy, bless his poor heart, the poor man, got nothing else to do, so wait, and if it's really good, then they muck it up, but if it's no good, they leave it alone. And this is how the system is. It's like YouTube. If the element is crap, they'll let it get millions of views. If it's any good, anything that can do any good, which is an extension of God, they limit it. Do you understand? Anyway, as the first song, hopefully it'll go alright for you. I've only just learnt this one the other day, but yeah, I think it's appropriate for what's going on for non-blondes. Okay.
Now the evening has come to a close. This is my last dance with you. Along the empty streets we go. This is my last chance with you. So I might as well get it over, 'cause the things I need to say can't wait until another day. You're a lady, I'm a man. You're supposed to understand how these things are often planned to be. You're romantic and so cool. You're a teacher, I'm in your school. And just this once I'm asking you, break the rule. Be mine, be mine. Hard to answer, yes, I agree. But I need to know. I'm not asking you to marry me, but a little love would show that I can really make you happy. So the things I've got to say can't wait until the next day. You're a lady, I'm a man. You're supposed to understand how these things are often planned to be. You're romantic and so cool. That's why I'm asking you, be mine, be mine. I'm a dreadlocks, yeah, I smoke weed. Like you my baby, my weed, and my wrist is what I need. Roll with me in harmony. Be mine, be mine. Be mine, be mine, be mine. It's rough, you know, as I say, I just do these songs off the cuff. It's not, oh, I've got to get this right, I've got to... The energy that is placed to a person at one given time is the one that counts, okay? Now, from that discomfort of that one guy, would you believe that I walked down the road, saw a person I've not seen in how many months or weeks, really joyful to see him, they made a video, but when I was in the shop, some guy, random guy says to me, play us a song, man. He says, if you can play me a song, I'm gonna, and I thought, well, you really, you know, so anyway, I played him a song.
Thank you. When they go and talk to Sergeant,
Is it? Yeah, cool.
Melodies flowing through. They will say, don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about nothing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah, now don't worry. Singing don't worry, my brethren's here. About a day. Don't worry about a thing, not every little thing. It's gonna be alright. I said, every little thing.
What song was it? I can't remember. Anyway, it's from that guy that disrespected me in the tube station. A couple of minutes later, is a man that's bought me a bottle of wine. Not to say that I asked for it, you know, man giving money, etc. But it just goes to show that if we allow today's society of dead people, because what you have to understand is people are dead. They are mimicking the mummies in the Egyptian times. They, you know, walk around with masks. Put it this way, it's a two-tier condom thing. You've got your condom for your privates, which is based on a virus. Clever, isn't it? You've got to be a genius that thinks this up. Put a virus out, AIDS, sexual diseases, that'll stop him from making love. So we put a condom on top, but that's not working now. So they put another condom that goes on your mouth. And this time, you've got to stay 2 meters apart, that's 6'6". It's a death celebration is what you're doing. Globally around the world. They also brought out the mummies. If you remember, they brought out all Egyptian mummies, the dead ones, not the live ones. Unless they got some live ones. They brought out all the Egyptian mummies and was parading them around, you remember? But no one saw this, did it? There was parade, there were ceremonies that's going on around this world day and night, night and day. And you're partaking in it. I said it a long time ago in 2012. This is why I say God is great. He's amazing. That's why I've only got a couple of subbies. You understand? Because some of the subbies that are there are genuine, but the others are enemies that's actually set me alight. One woman's there, there's one lady there. Oh, why don't you, anyway, I'm not going to say too much, but I replied to a comment, knowing it wasn't a good comment. When I look back to see, she'd wiped off the whole comment. So you're going to have, as a lot of people say, you're going to have trolls, but they're dead people, they're dead. Like the guy that we saw on the first part of the video in the train station. That's all they can do. Like a Matt Hancock. Hi Matt Hancock, how are you? Remember, I wrote to you and told you about the corruption and all the criminal things that you know that the police are hiding, and you know that they're involved in. Skriti Patel, I've written to you as well, and you will hide it. But as I said to you, was, you know, it's like there's a lot of Indians moving in there. I mean, Matt's gone. I mean, I'm not being racist, but I've got eyes. Matt's gone because he was snogging an Indian woman that he was using, promoted her, you know, Clinton's thing. If you suck my blah, 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 you get promotion. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? But I wrote to you and I told her your system's fallen and everything in the dark's going to come to light. And look what's happened, my friend. Hi, Matt. Got caught on your own terms. Your own rules that you want us to live by. The Bible tells us the scribes and Pharisees will give us rules and heavy burdens, and they can't live by them themselves. You talk about COVID, yet you're kissing someone. So what about your wife and your children? Don't you think if this thing was real, you'd have actually killed them? You don't care for them, do you? You're a politician. You only care for yourself. You understand? You only care for yourself. You didn't care about that man's life that you destroyed and sleep with his wife. Now you know that's an adultery. That's committing adultery. Now adultery, it's come on, all right. We look at women. We all look at them. We all lust. I mean, you know, I've been with one today. You know, at the end of the day, you know. But asking him to married women, I would not touch them. I tell them you must stick with God's principle. Stick with God's principle. And you're there putting in your rules and regulation, and you can't keep your hand off your own. Matt Hancock. You really pulled on it, yeah. You pulled it all over yourself. Anyway, the analysis, yeah. Black people We don't exist anymore. You understand? There's only a fraction of us that do exist. White people, it's the same. You see, everyone's saying, oh, I want to break free, I want to break. Listen, stop all this bullshit about everyone has to be a slave. The lights above my head have to be a slave. My hair has to be a slave for my, doesn't have to be, you can cut it off. You understand? But your hands, your eyes, everything has to be enslaved. Even if Jehovah God himself is enslaved by his own word, then you black people need to wake up, the dead ones, yeah? Everything has to be as an order. If the guitar strings decide I want to break free right now, what do you think is going to happen? You're driving down the road with a car, 100 miles an hour, and the front wheel, well, you know, I've had enough of this, I'm going that way. Everything has to have an order. So black people, you're there killing off you one another. I mean, in Jamaica, over 1,000 dead in 6 months, in under 6 months. It's a slaughterhouse. But it's a political game, isn't it? Jamaica, where the most blacks are, the most violent, it is. I can't explain it. It's a bit. This whole world is one big prison. Police officers are prison wardens. The house that you live in are your cell block H's, cell block houses. One day, simple wisdom like this will be seen by blind men, but only the ones that are alive, because Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. And you see them walking around, mimicking mummies, no talking. And now, you can't, they've conditioned people's minds so much, you can't. I used to play the guitar on the tube and people used to be so happy. Now, it's like they're jealous you're having fun. I'm thinking, fucking hell, this is terrifying. It's like zombies, like they want to attack you, or you can't make anyone happy anymore. They have been masked from their birth. Anyway, you're a lady, I'm a man. You're supposed to understand how these things are planned to be. Go and watch the video Designed for that I've got up there, Winning God's Glory, Designed for Life. The thing is, YouTube doesn't want to see these things. Anyway, subbies, over and out. This was basically to introduce the repair that I've done to this guitar. You can see that once I've done, if I do the whole video, you'll see underneath there's a solid bit of wood, because what they give us in Jamaica and the third world countries are not meant to last. But the irony of it is, when you're very good at anything, whatever you have will last. And I have God, and he will last. He's in prison by his own words, because he could say, you know what, F this, and do a Charles Darwin, an explosion that will just destroy us. But Charles Darwin says, if we blow the world up, everything will become perfect again. Yeah, mate, right, okay. Anyway, thank God he wasn't in the tube station. Do you know what I'm saying? He would have pushed the wrong button on that note. You're a lady, I'm a man. Bye. Alright, subbies, you've seen what happens with jealous people, yeah? So we're going to try it here, see what happens. If it doesn't work, at least you know I'm thinking about it and I'm trying, alright?
Now the evening has come to a close. This is my last dance with you. Round the empty